Hi there, and welcome to Fuzzy on the Details. My name is Fuzzy, and if you are interested in late-breaking news regarding the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, boy howdy, have you come to the right place. We have got an unexpected and very exciting sneak peek of the X-Men expansion set due out later this summer. So without further ado, let's get into those details. So the reveals we're going to cover come from the IGN Live 2024 event, and the presentation that's up on YouTube is only a few minutes long, but they did give several screenshots that we can really dig into. First up, we've got our first official look at a character profile from the book. Now, it's one that we've recently gotten a version of after the X-Men 97 character profiles dropped, but there are a few changes. I've got the 97 version of Rogue here on the left and her new profile page on the right. I'm going to link to the IGN YouTube video where I got these images from. The quality unfortunately isn't great, but I think it's good enough to make out some changes. No changes to traits. The Krakoan tag is still there, which is interesting because in the comics the Krakoan age just ended. Her base is now mobile instead of the X-Mansion, and she's got a couple extra teams in the X-Men expansion version of her profile. As pointed out in the video, her last name is also LeBeau because she's married to Remy in the comics. I would say that the biggest change we see here is the fact that her ego is one less and she's got a new power to make up for that, ground-shaking stomp. Now, given that 3 of her other powers, dampen, shut down, and steel powers all rely on ego, is this a little bit of robbing Peter to pay Paul? Not sure. Personally, I like a stompier rogue, so I like this, but I'm really not sure how it will play out at the table. I hope you guys will let me know your opinions in the comments. Now, let's take a look at the Blackbird. Apologies for the quality, once more, this is a screen grab off of the IGN YouTube video, but nonetheless, this is awesome to see. We got our first look at vehicles back in Cataclysm of Kang, and I'm already seeing some things here on this profile that I love and were not in COK. First of all, there's a profile. That's great in and of itself. Vehicles already had health scores, damage reductions, and speeds, but the size category and the number of passengers are new and very welcome additions. Also, the division of powers and weapons is new. And even just reading this without any additional context, I feel like I have a better sense of what powers can be used and by whom than I did with some of the Cataclysm of Kang vehicles. My assumption is that automated laser batteries are attacks that can happen independently of the operator, and we do have some helpful notes that tell us the operator controls the weapons, meaning the passengers wouldn't be able to. And of course, having Cerebro Tech on board to help locate mutants is just awesome, really fills my head with ideas for adventure plots. I just love everything about this page. Next up, we've got our first confirmation of a brand new power set for the game, Sixth Sense. I'm going to read through this because, again, the quality of the image is not that great, but we've got Detect Supers. Nope, not Detect Mutants, but maybe this is the kind of power that Cerebro uses. Microscopic Awareness and Cosmic Awareness. Postcognition, that's got 4 ranks. Intuition, Precognition, 1 through 4, and Danger Sense, which I guess is kind of like Spider Sense, but open to others. And the note that we have here says, this power set covers the knowledge of all things that have already happened, are currently happening, or will happen at some point in the future. This can range from the content of somebody's DNA up to the death of a star on the far side of the galaxy. It can also help you figure out what happened in a particular place, or more importantly, what's likely to happen in the near future. Obviously, I can think of a ton of characters that can take advantage of this. Characters like Destiny are a no-brainer, but maybe even Domino? What do you think? Does Domino need a separate power set, or could she get by on Intuition and Danger Sense? And finally, we've got 1 floor of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. I'm sure we'll have at least 1 or 2 other floors above ground, and a basement that'll have Cerebro and the Danger Room in it. We've seen previous maps in other versions of this game going back decades. I'm not seeing anything in particular here that really differentiates this from the other ones. Let me know if you see any nuggets in here maybe that I missed. Generally though, I think a map for the school is cool, but I'd really be interested in seeing maybe other maps that they have as well. I think those were at least hinted at. And just 3 other little tidbits to share. These were things that were mentioned at the end of the video. No accompanying slideware for this, but we are going to be getting 82 new mutant profiles. Now, they did say mutant profiles with a profile like a sentinel count against that? Not really a mutant? I'm not sure. I guess time will tell. We are going to be getting new maneuvers, plural. Now, the only one they mentioned in the video was the fastball special, which of course is already in the game. So that's not a new one. You know, the one I'm really waiting for is the ability for Gambit to ride on Wolverines back into combat. Really want to see how that plays out in the game. And the last thing we heard is that the release date is confirmed to be August 7th. I've seen August 6th and 7th online in places for a while now, so this is great confirmation that it is indeed going to be the 7th and not the 6th. For example, I just went out to Amazon and they still have the date as August 6th. That's all we got, true believers. For one, I'm really excited that we got a sneak peek ahead of the sneak peek we were supposed to get for Free RPG Day coming up later this month. And if there are any other tidbits that might be coming along between now and August 7th, I will absolutely be covering them here on the channel. So if you're not subscribed and you don't have notifications on, now's a good time to do it, I'd say. All right, that's all I've got for today. Now, this news did mess up my schedule a little bit, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what's coming over the next week, so long as we don't get too many more surprises. One, I have my first actual play coming out. Actually, it's filmed, it's edited, and it's something I did for maybe an early Father's Day present for the dads out there. As I've mentioned on the channel, my daughter and I, who's 8 now, but she was 7 when she started playing, do love the game, and I wanted to do something with her because she is one of the channel's biggest fans. She loves watching it with me. So yeah, we're gonna have a little something related to that. It's gonna be relatively short, but it's gonna be fully annotated. I'm gonna have screenshots of all of the powers that are used, all of the rules. So hopefully it'll be cute, but also it'll be very useful for folks who are learning the game. And also I want to test the waters a little bit. See if you're interested in other types of actual plays with, grown-ups. If you are, and that's something you want to see, please let me know. Also, I've gotten amazing feedback from some of the folks who've been helping me play test the adventure that I've got written. I've got some edits I've got to make for that during the week, and you should see that posted relatively soon. I've just got to carve out the time to do the final edits on that. So, lots to look forward to, both in the world of Marvel Multiverse role-playing game and for the channel. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for, coming on this ride with me. Can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support. We just hit 600 subscribers, which blows my mind. And again, you guys are what drive me. It's your thoughts and suggestions which drive the prioritization decisions I make. Please keep it coming. So grateful for all of your feedback, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.